we are doing a little modeling live stream from my phone. So I usually when I'm modeling, I have like YouTube videos playing in the background, or I'm on a Discord call with some people. But I'm doing this live stream directly from my phone. So this is gonna be interesting. All right. So what are we doing today? We are not doing any like professional stream. Like usually I have like my countdown kind of thing to at least get some audience in, but that's when I'm doing this over Streamlabs. And since I'm doing this straight from my phone and I have no clue how this looks, we just have to go straight into this stream and just hope people show up within the first few minutes so I can explain what the hell I'm doing without worrying about, things being unclear and having to constantly re-explain myself. But in front of me, as you can so clearly see behind the black tech, I have a truck. Obviously, I have the Bachmann salt van here, just the stock center Bachmann one. We're not going to be working with this one today. We're going to be working with the obviously unfinished kit right here. So this kit is the exact same thing. It is the salt van that you can see peeking out the corner right here. But this is gauge 1. This is the proper scale of the show, and in fact, this is basically the original kit that they used in the show. So when you're watching the show and you see the salt van show up, this is what they used. It was these plastic vacuum formed kits made by Tenmille back in the day. They don't make these kits anymore, so I had to get this specially ordered, basically, from my friend Covey, Thomas Modeler, who has a bunch of the original kits and figured out a way to like reproduce them in vacuum forming. I have no clue how I do. I have no clue how I have no clue how he did this, but I'm grateful for the fact that he's able to do this because that means that I can buy kits. So I have the salt van. I'm going to attempt to cut apart the parts for another kit that I'll show you in a bit. But there are still a couple of pieces I need to cut out for this fan specifically, and those pieces are the edging brackets. Here, this is what the pieces look like fresh off the vacuum forming sheet. So I need to cut this loose and free from all this extra plastic so I can make the pieces that look like this end bracket. And obviously he needs 4, so I have 4 of those, or I have 3 of those still left. And then there's also these other details that I'm assuming go on the chassis piece, and the chassis piece I do not have, which I will explain now, I guess. When these kits were originally produced, the idea was that the outer shells would be made with plastic or vacuum formed plastic, so it has all the details and stuff. But everything else, like little details and the chassis pieces, were made out of wood. So these pieces were literally just stuck onto pieces of wood, and then you connected them together. I don't know if they were like screws or if it was just glue. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just glue. So you would have to take the wood and glue the plastic onto the wood, put the wood together, and then you have a functional truck. Not including the wheels and bits or whatever. Tenmille still makes all the wheels and stuff, so I'll have to buy all of those bits individually for each wagon that I make, which isn't no problem, really. I'll just do a big order of that when I get around to it. But my main focus of right now is to actually just roughly assemble them. I still need to get all the wood to make this. I do have like 3 sheets that are like standard pieces of paper size sheets to attach these, but I don't know if I want to cut those just yet. So I'm currently just black tacking the trucks together, or this truck together. You can see all the different black text points for putting the truck together. So yeah, what we're basically just going to be, hey Judy, Juji, how you doing? So right now we're just going to be cutting out all of these brackets, and if you guys are active enough, we will talk. I wish I could have music playing, but since, again, I'm doing this on my phone, I really can't have music playing, and my laptop needs to be on this desk when using it, so I do not have my laptop with me. Or I do have my laptop with me, I just can't use it because I'm currently using my desk for modeling. Hello, Percy fan 2023. Yes, this is the Gauge 1 salt van. Yes, this is the kit from Covey. And we are just roughly assembling it. The hardest part about these is definitely just getting rid of all the excess plastic, because there is so much excess plastic that needs to be cut away with scissors and a knife. And that is really what we're going to be doing this entire stream, is just cutting away excess plastic and roughly attaching it together. There we go. It's cut. Thank you. All right. That's the rough cut. Got the rough cut together, and now we gotta cut off even more excess. There's like 2 corner bits here that need to go to make the piece shorter and the right height. And just break that off. Perfect. And then trim this down a little bit more. Oops, cut that a bit high. That's fine, because this is pretty much just a test to see how hard it is to assemble this kind of stuff. Okay, that's another edge gone. I gotta cut this edge. There we go. And now it's just this corner thing left. I'm probably gonna have to do with a knife, and I really need to replace the blade on this, so I think I'm gonna do that real quick. I have like 1 blade left. Don't roll on me, jeez. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice fresh blade. Take the old one out. Just gonna put it back there. Now we have a brand new blade. This video is not, or this live stream is not made for kids. If you are a kid, go away. Oh, I cut so much nicer than that dirty old blade. Perfect. All right, it's a little bit more edging that I just need to get rid of here. That cut so much nicer. I like never replace my blades, and I probably should get in the habit of doing that more frequently, because this is making such a difference in cutting this out, making all the edges nice and smooth. Why is there a plane flying overhead? Go away, please. Thank you. All right. With all that extra flashing gone, let's test fit it against like an edge here. Yeah, that fits pretty nicely. So I'm just gonna black tack this to the edge. And the reason I'm using black tack instead of blue tack is because I just have it on hand. That's the only reason. The stream today, it was between this and Minecraft, and I really didn't know which one I was going to be doing today. But the Minecraft crew hasn't said anything, so to my knowledge, we're just not playing Minecraft today, period, so never mind streaming it. But probably sooner rather than later, we'll do another Minecraft stream. So the plan for this salt van, once it's all put together, is to paint it pretty much to look like the Bachmann one, because the Bachmann one's kind of close to what they looked like in the show, I think. So I'm just gonna, not really fully copy it, but I'm just gonna try and make it look similar to that guy. So I think I'm just gonna use like the Tenmille, like I think it's like TS2? It's either TS2 or TS7, because it's the same one that I used for the express coaches, which are actually just down here. Which might be the same one as that. You are not on your chassis. Why are you not on your chassis? Please sit on your chassis. It's much more convenient. I like that. Here. TS7, okay, yeah. So this cream color, I'm probably just going to use that same color for this, just because it's kind of close-ish. And then I'll just, you know, weather it. Alright. So that's the front. See, already starting to look like the van now with these two pieces on here. And I just gotta do this 2 more times to the backside. Separate them first. You know, I don't know what these mean, but on these little bottom pieces, like you can see it extends further down. You can see there's like an S imprinted on this one, and there's like an F imprinted on this one. So I don't know what that means. No, I'm not switching all my models to Gauge 1. Doing Gauge 1 videos is so difficult. I have too many models in HO to switch all of them over to Gauge 1, and I don't have the space or the time to fully make Gauge 1 videos. This is just because I like it. It's fun. I'm not giving up on HO, but I still do need to do a lot to the HO trains, because I'm now in the process of switching them all over to prop accurate looking ones. Like my Thomas, that was at the Edison show this past weekend. So I'm in the process of doing that, and it's very slow going. So I'm just doing Gauge 1 in the meantime. I've had this order going since like late last year. It just takes a while for Kobe to get it all done. I'm going to have a collection of Gauge 1 models. I already bought a new one that's coming hopefully soon. Depends on how long it takes to ship. I don't know when Noah is sending it, but I do have a new Gauge 1 model on the way that I'll have to finish. Alright. I didn't need to clean up that corner. That's the corner that gets cut, so that was stupid of me. This corner's also probably getting cut. Alright, let me cut these edges. Okay. Perfect. Edge is gone. Now I gotta score all of these lines. Oops, that was too deep. All right, we gotta clean up this edge. Perfect. All right, let's butt it up against the edge here. Looks good to me. Or I'll turn the wagon around so you can see me like attaching it. This is gonna go here. I think it fits pretty nicely there. So we need more black tack. The hardest part, or the most annoying part, I guess, about these vac form kits is the amount of excess plastic that comes off of these. Like, you can just see the trash all laying around. It just gets thrown out because there's nothing you can use it for. Hey, Smitty, how you doing? Alright, with the black tack installed in the corners, we can put this down. Thank you, Smitty. I like this shirt a lot. It is my favorite one. Alright, one more bracket, and then we have the salt van completed. Obviously, it's just black tack together, so it's not going to hold on. Oh, Smitty, no! Smitty, if I could, I would go into the Discord, but I'm streaming directly from my phone, so I literally cannot go into Discord because wouldn't be able to hear me, so it would be pointless, unfortunately. Alright. That's that cut. Perfect. Now I gotta cut this edge and this edge. All right, we got the triangle cut. I can just cut you and cut you. That's free. Getting the hang of this. I'm getting better at cutting these. But don't worry, you guys will get to see me basically assemble an entire wagon when it comes to it. I gotta score these edges. Remember folks, this video ain't, or this live stream ain't for kids. Using dangerous tools that could harm you if you're not careful. So, if you're a kid, leave. I don't like you. Alright. Come on, stand up. Thank you. Got some more edges here to do. And another edge here. Doing these kits is hard work. Yep, that fits perfect. And so we'll put down a thing of black tack. All right. This room would be a lot more fun if it even had just music playing in the background. Wish I could, but I can't. So we get helicopter ambience instead. Okay. Final bracing. This wagon still needs a lot of touch-ups when I go to like actually assemble it and stuff, and there's gonna be like, a lot more cutting that I need to do. But for a rough test to make sure everything goes together, I think that is final, and that is good. So that is like the first kit basically put together, roughly. So we ain't monsters around here. We are gonna clean up our trash carefully, or as clean as I can possibly get it without it like falling. All right, always have your trash bin nearby. Clean that up. Clean that up. All right, that is a 10mm wagon cut and completed. So now what do we do? We're 20 minutes into this stream. It took me 20 minutes to cut 4 angle brackets together. So what are we going to do now? We're going to make this stream even more spicy with a new kit. And what kit could that be? Well, let me show you. Let me just throw out this last bit of trash. We're going to put this wagon off to the side, I guess, like here-ish. So you can see him, like, just poking over. Oh, what just fell? Oh, it's a face. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to take these other two pieces, which are little axle box details. I'm just going to throw them in the bin, or the box that I got the thing with. We're going to put this truck away, and we're going to replace it with the other wagon that we're going to be doing now. And here it is. This is the CCT van. You used it as the mail van in the show. And the original wagon, oh, well, that's not going to help my case. Okay, hold on, I gotta readjust that now. I knocked like a bunch of figures over. Alright. Let me get some of the parts to put it together. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And where's the last piece? On here somewhere. There it is. That is 5. That is all 5 pieces that come with the CCT van. Alright. I did see some comments. Let me check those before I get back into building the kits. Alright, so what was it? What color spray paint to use for a Thomas model? Thomas is TS, or Tenmille TS23. Is that a Gauge 1 van? Yes, it is a Gauge 1 van. And that is all the comments that I missed. So, right here we have the basic Bachmann model, which takes some liberties from the original. And here we have the wall for the proper sized CCT van kit. You can see the size is pretty big. To date, this is the biggest wagon that I own, or it's the biggest kit I own. The Gauge 1 is it going to be a 4-wheeler 8? Well, the thing is, this is just a scaled up version of the Bachmann one, or really the Bachmann's a scaled down version of this one. So this is an 8-wheeler. This is the same one they use for the mail vans. So this is going to be a bogey. I think the original wagon was supposed to be only a 4-wheeler. So I know like the Parkside kits you can get in HO are 4-wheelers, but I'm going to make it an 8-wheeler just because that's how they did it in the show. But it's just the top pieces, this vac form kit. It's just the plastic shells that they use to make. So I need to get you need to buy the parts of these individually anyway. So, or like the mechanical parts, so I can just buy the bogies and stuff. I think they're just like coach pieces, so it's not gonna be hard to get the proper pieces. Especially because they don't make the original kits anymore, so it's not like I can like buy the whole thing together. I have to buy all the wheels and stuff individually. But why is my nose bothering me so much? With that out the way, let's get on to cutting these pieces out. So we obviously have 2 walls, one for each side to make the size of the wagon. We have the front pieces, which don't look like much because they're flat. What is here? Oh my god, my nose. So we got 2 of these pieces, and then we have the roof, which out of all of the kits that I got in this pack, this is the only one that actually came with the roof because it needed to be a special cut piece. Oh, the phone is ringing. I'll be back. I doubt I'll need to answer, but I need to check anyway, so I'll be back. Yeah, okay, that was a spam phone call, so don't need to worry about it. All right, now that I'm back, let's get to cutting. All right, so 4 walls and a roof. Actually, no, this kit also came with a roof. I'm dumb. This one also came with a roof. All right, so let's get to cutting. I'm gonna save the roof for last just because I don't know how much I'm gonna need to cut off of this. So let's do one of the walls first. The windows do need to be cut out on these, I think, at least like the circular bits. It's really hard to tell because I think those are just like plastic inserts. So I think these circles need to be cut out. Yeah, that feels right. Can I just pinch it out? No? Where's my knife? Maybe I can cut the circles out of them. No, definitely easier with the scissors. Alright, come on. Cut out. That was surprisingly difficult. Okay, that's taking a lot of plastic away. Why is my nose itching so badly? I mean, this is going to be covered with like glass anyway, so. I'm going to be back again. I don't know why my nose is itching so much. Okay, problem solved. Back to cutting out plastic kits. I'm just always double checking to make sure that I can make sure I didn't miss any comments. I can just keep the chat up and dumb. Alright. Gotta cut this last window out. Perfect. Alright, with all the windows cut out, we now have the holes for them. And now I need to cut out the actual piece. So the thing about these kits is that they are actually just flat. So I just need to make sure that when I cut them, the edges will end up being flat at some point. So I'm just carefully cutting along to get rid of most of the excess. And then I'll come back with like an X-Acto knife or maybe the scissors if I need to cut more away. Oops, that cracked a little bit. It's really hard to get that cut. My day is going fine. Okay. 2 more edges. Ow. If you plan to do this at home, remember this plastic is very sharp and it hurts. Cutting these long walls is really difficult. Okay, well. Alright, last edge. Okay, now comes the fun part, trying to figure out which edge I don't need, because usually there's a big flash excess that's not needed, and yeah, it's this entire piece. Okay, cool. Let me check it against the roof. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so it's just this border that needs to be cut off. Yeah, and this mail truck is what we're aiming for with this. Obviously, I'm not going to, like, paint this thing today. But when all black tacked together, it will resemble the mail van, hopefully. Nice. It's always good to see people getting into the 3D printing business. But I will say, for people who don't have resin 3D printers, I do have commissions open. So if you want 3D prints, message me through my website, mattctrains.com/commissions. And you can message me through there if you guys would like any like trains or faces or stuff like 3D printed. I will do that. All right, one more side, and then that is this piece cut out. Perfect. Then we just need to do the trim. Or the final trim, I guess I should say. Perfect. All right, that is a wall. That is indeed a wall. Here is the first wall to the CCT van cut out. Ordered alcohol yesterday was supposed to arrive yesterday, and they updated. It'll arrive in like 3 weeks. Ugh, 3 wire. That's a lot. All right, so here is the first wall for the CCT van. The tanker kit. Oh, the tanker kit is really funny. This is the tanker kit. I swear to God, this is the tanker kit. I don't know if you can see in the light, but you can see the rivets there. And so this just wraps around a piece of tubing, and that makes the tanker shape. And that's how the tanker kits are put together. It's literally just like 4 parts. Okay. First wall with the edge done. Or no, I need to do the trim now. So, when we trim on the long ones is, maybe I should do it this way. Okay. That's a start. This is going to take a while. Just have like nothing to brace this against. Let's try the other side where you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, that didn't even work. This is actually working really well, this method. Alright, so it seems like holding and dragging the piece itself actually seemed to be a pretty viable method for cutting the trim. That actually worked really well. So now it's just a matter of cleaning up those edges that I missed. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect now because I can just sand it back later. But that was a pretty good way of cleaning up the trim. That just didn't work at all. Let me just do this side then. Come on. Do the thing again. Do the thing again. Nice. I was going to clean up this end here. I'm probably not going to keep this stream going for much longer just because, like, not a lot is happening. And it's just a very repetitive thing. I'm just cutting this edge. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut out the other, like, wall piece. Like the other, not the long one, but the short end. There we go. All right, that's a cut and trimmed wall. So we have a front wall of the CCT van. I think I'll do this piece next, and I'm just going to call it a stream just because this is a very boring thing to do, like without like any music or background audio. So let's cut out this piece. This piece shouldn't take too long to do because it's just a very flat piece. Hi, Nico. Yes, this is a CCT van, Cody. Sorry, I didn't see that comment until just now. Whoops, cut that a bit too short. These weird corners, wow, okay, that just flung out of my hands. These weird corners are gonna be the end of me. Okay. Okay, cool. Now I just gotta do this last wall cut. Stop it there. Would I ever consider making a custom James from scratch? What scale are we talking? Because yes. We're talking about HO. He's in progress. I'm currently in the process of making all my engines as custom TV series prop models. It's definitely too short. Whoops. So at some point in the future, you will see all of my models as custom prop models. Thomas is done. Percy and James are in the works. Okay, and that is a kind of wonky, I don't know how I'm going to be able to fix that, kind of wonky CCT van front. How about that? I'm actually supposed to lose more material here. So those go together like that, pretty much. How about that? Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to cut even more material off of this. Interesting. I'll figure this out as time goes on. Anyway, this stream is very boring for, I'm sure, me and you. So thank you guys for stopping by, watching me cut up some pieces of plastic. We finished cutting out and putting together all the rough pieces for the salt van together. We cut out 2 pieces for the CCT van. And I probably won't do another stream like this just because I need to figure out a way that I can like play music or do stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time. I don't know how to end this stream. How do I end it? What button do I press to end it? I'm just gonna say goodbye now and just keep ranting. Goodbye. How the hell do I end this? Okay, here we go.